working the closing shift at a Starbucks just off the freeway. One of those weird locations where everything else around is already shut down by 10. It was about 11:45 p.m. on a Tuesday. The lights inside were dimmed, machines cleaned, and chairs stacked. I was the only one left, waiting to lock up and run home. Suddenly, I heard the low rumble of an engine. A sleek, black SUV pulled up to the drive-thru. I figured it was someone running late, maybe a trucker or a road trip couple. But the windows of the car were pitch black, like illegal black tint, and the engine stayed running with no movement. It stayed like that for a few seconds, and I thought I should serve this person and call it a day. "Welcome to Starbucks. How can I help you?" I asked politely. After a pause, the speaker crackled. "One tall caramel bloodbath." It didn't register at first. I actually laughed. "I think you meant caramel macchiato, right?" Silence. No answer. Only a faint, rhythmic breathing through the speaker could be heard. I thought for a while and figured it was probably some teenager messing around. I waited for the SUV to go away, just like it came. But it didn't. It just idled. 5 minutes passed, then 10, then 15, but the car was still there. I turned off the headset and tried to focus on finishing up, but every few seconds I'd glance at the drive-thru camera. The SUV never moved. No door opened, no window rolled down, just the purr of the engine lingered. By the time half an hour passed, I was genuinely freaked out. I decided to go outside and tell them we were closed. I stepped out into the parking lot, the cool air hitting me like a wall. I approached slowly, my nerves were spiking. As I got closer to the car, I noticed something on the glass. At first, I thought they were smudges, but then I realized what I was looking at. Bloody handprints smeared across the inside of every window. The back door window had the maximum amount of handprints. They looked like small hands, like a woman's, and some of the prints had dragged down. I was trying to make sense of all of that when all of a sudden, the SUV's tailgate popped open with a heavy thud. I immediately jumped back. My eyes went wide in shock and fear. I could feel the veins in my head boil up. There was a woman, bound in zip ties, duct tape across her face. Her body was covered in bruises. Her hands had no fingers. Her mouth was open in a scream, and her tongue had been cut out. She looked at me, eyes wide, tears streaming down her face. Never in my worst nightmare did I expect to come across a sight like that. She tried to say something, but the SUV's driver's side door opened, and a man stepped out. He was massive. He wore a long, dirty coat. His face, I'll never forget that face. He had a real human face stitched to his skin. Blood was streaming down his neck because the poor